YouTube faithful, what's going on? It's Taco Tuesday. I'm going to talk about 4 of my favorite picks and tricks today on PrizePicks, but you can also take them on chalkboard or sleeper or parlay play underdog. Like yesterday, I gave you the parlay play and underdog lineups right here on this channel and cash them. That's right, ladies and gentlemen. Yesterday, this was the 2-man I gave right here in live in color on this YouTube. Justin Edwards and NUKE, the 2-piece McNugget, right on underdog and parlay play, and sure enough, it cashed. So if you tailed yesterday, right here from this video, you made coin. In addition to that, the PrizePicks picks were on point, and hopefully we can duplicate that today. Yesterday was an amazing day. I had a 5-hour live stream yesterday. You heard that right, 5 hours, where I went through and sweated each and every game with the community. I told them I was going to make a 2-man nuke for 500 all day. When push came to shove, we finally got to the end, and I saw NUKE making us sweat. I saw it was a sweat, so I was like, let me just put 100. Of course, it cashed. Sweat free, might I add. It was pretty cinematic. This was the live stream 6-man that we were all sweating until the end. Murray, DeRozan, Kobe White, Josh Giddey, Kevin Durant, and unfortunately, Levine, who had 3 rebounds in the first half and 2 in the second half. Tatum got injured, or he probably stays under. He got those last 2 rebounds late in the fourth quarter. It is what it is. We almost had the 25x, but we'll take the double up. As you can see here, someone decided to take out Levine and put in Kuzma, and he got the full 25x. I mean, yesterday was a freaking movie. It was hilarious. Ryan Dunn ended up being in the nuke. I mean, this was hilarious because he had 2 at half, and then, or 3 at half, and then he ended up, we all thought he was chalked, myself included, and he ended up cashing in the third quarter. Tatum was sweat free. This was the 2-man nuke, another 2-man from the live stream, and then of course the 6-man, and then these were the YouTube lineups. The daily prop list was virtually a sweep. Edwards, Giddey, Benedict Mathurin hooked his points but cashed his points. Rebound, Zion's DNP, and Christian Brown cash, in addition to all the others that cashed. I think only 2 chalk. So today being Taco Tuesday, hopefully we can carry that momentum. Now, Mikal Bridges is the taco today, but like I always tell you guys, especially on Taco Tuesday, I'm treading lightly. I think he should be able to cover this. I don't like it. I wish it was a different option, but I take all the tacos. And then number 2, I'm going to do most of the cooking during the live stream like I've been doing since it's late season NBA, and late season NBA has been poverty, and the best time to cook during NBA period, but specifically in late season, is the crunch time window, 5:30 to 6:30, which is when I do those live streams in the Discord. I will tell you guys how to be a part of that live stream momentarily, but for now, we're going to talk about the plays that I like first, okay? And I said there was 4 of them, and the first person we're going to talk about today is Jimmy Butler. And why? Because, guys, the movie script writes itself, okay? Play in Miami, Jimmy Butler returns to Miami, and you know he's probably going to have a chip on his shoulder, right? You know he's going to want to try to ball, right? So what are we going to do? Well, they're probably going to have Jimmy cook. I would think that he's going to cook. I think his Goblin PRA, just like the situation with Giddey yesterday. I told you guys the Goblin was pretty much for sure hitting. He ended up cashing his full game PRA and his fantasy and his assists, but it was sweaty, was it not? Kobe White took over, but Giddey still was able to get there for us. But it's the same thing today with the buckets, man. I think his PRA at 34.5 has a lot of equity, but I like his Goblin because it's an easier path. It helps us in case there is a blowout. And then also, I think his Goblin assists for sure, especially since it's paying 2.25x, but also his RA could be considered at 13. I think it's a little bit too low for this particular matchup. And then obviously his fantasy score is always going to be in play too if you want to go there. But for me, guys, today, I'm going with the PRA at 34.5. Hopefully it's not bumped. If they do bump it, this is the priority. Okay, this is still the priority for your 2x, but also a narrative play that I want to tell you guys. Remember, Anthony Edwards over half a dunk yesterday cashed. He sold everything else, but he cashed that dunk, and that was the one thing PrizePicks removed. Couldn't you just see Jimmy Butler throwing it down tonight in Miami? Just a FU dunk. You know what I'm saying? I totally could see that happening. So if you want to have a fun lineup and a little bit of a gamble, you could take the half a dunk. If he gets a fast break coast to coast, bang, slamming it down, I could see it. There's no real analysis or analytics on that. It's just a narrative thing. But other than that, it's the PRA that you want to go with. And if we do price shop him out here, you can see 34.5 is minus 125 on Pinnacle, minus 122 on FanDuel. It's 35.5 on other books. So it's probably going to get bumped up, guys. You can see his rebounds at 6.5 and his RA at 13 are pretty much 50-50s. I wouldn't take his points straight up, and he'll probably soar over that. But this is the move, and then this is also the move here. So that is play number 1, Jimmy Buckets. Play number 2 is kind of poverty, I must admit. Dillon Brooks. It's 2025. You don't need to adjust your screens. You're not hearing things. Captain Crush is talking about Dillon Brooks from the Poverty Rockets, and here's why. Number 1, his points line is kind of low. And I know the Rockets are getting healthy and blah, 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 but the Atlanta Hawks, it's a pace-up spot. Dillon Brooks is going to chuck shots. He's been cashing, but also take a look at these. Now, I'm using Pick Finder. I've been promoting this the past couple of days, and I'm going to keep promoting it. Hopefully, you guys are taking advantage of the promotion where you get 10% off for life. It's only $15 a month as is, $14.99. If you use code CRUSH, you get 10% off for life. The link's in the description, or you can just use code CRUSH. But like I said, like I told you guys yesterday, the weight in gold comes from this feature right here. Similar players, baby. Other players at this position, similar archetypes to Dillon Brooks, how they did, how many minutes they play. And look at this, 20 out of 35 went over versus the Atlanta Hawks. Okay, similar player archetypes to Dillon Brooks. Now, it says we are planning on adding historical data lines and displaying them here for each player, so you can see how it affects their performance, and that's going to be even bigger. This is just such a time saver, guys. It's that simple. We're saving time, and if you have to pay a couple bucks a month to save time, it's worth its weight. I'm sorry. I hate to break it to you. 15 bucks is it's literally 2 cups of coffee and tip. That's it. So you can see now, granted, Dillon Brooks, they have him as a power forward. Technically, I don't really know how I feel about that, but it's a similar archetype to these other players. You could see Daquan Jeffries, Miles Bridges. I would put him more as a small forward, but we'll look at the defense and see. It doesn't even matter. Even if you put small forward, they still cook. Points, 23rd in points allowed, rebounds, assists, turnovers, and then similar players, 20 of 35. Let's just call him a forward. Everybody plays everything in today's NBA for the most part. I mean, Joker can literally play point guard if he wanted to. Giannis, Pascal, all these guys are cooking the Hawks. Bam Adebayo. The point is, it's a good play. Look at his last 5, 60%, last 10, 60%, last 15, 53%. So now that I have the historical data, which my model accounts for anyways, we're going to look at my projections, and you can see here, I have Dillon Brooks projected for 16.5. So a 2-point differential on his line, which is 14.5. Okay, so you see him there. And then the last step of the process, we're going to price shop him out. And I know it's going to be 52%. And here it is, 52%. It's 15.5 on Pinnacle, minus 118, minus 120. It opened at 15.5, I believe, which I wasn't on it. But now that they put it down to 14.5, I think it's something to consider. And then in addition to that, his first quarter points or his first half has been hitting for a lot of people if you did want to go there. Now, again, it's Taco Tuesday, so you could just want to get out of there and be like, yo, I'm just trying to get the quick 2x. Bang, 10.5 points. And then if you want a little bit more, 2.25x, 11.5. But I'm going to go for the full shebang. I'm ready to eat chalk. Dillon Brooks, especially when Jalen Green is the most popular play on the board. I think that's a good pivot. Let's look at the NBA first quarter and see if they still have it up here. And they do right here. Dillon Brooks, 3.5 first quarter points. I will 100% be taking a shot on that. If he takes 2 3-pointers in the first 7 to 8 minutes, he could cash. I'll take a shot on that for sure. And then his first half, let's see what they have the line at in the first half, shall we? 11 PRA. A lot of people like this line. His points, look at that. Green, green, green. So you could take either one of those guys. I wouldn't begrudge you a bit. Any one of these 3. I know he's been a wagon here. So the full game obviously gives you full game equity, but the first quarter and first half is also fun as well. I get it. So that's play number 2. Play number 3 now. It's from that same game. If you're looking for a run back, look no further than the man, the myth, the legend, Dyson Daniels. What are we going to do with Mr. Daniels? Pause. Well, I'm thinking his RA. He just had a bad game versus Philadelphia by his standards, but look at the upside. 17, 15, 13, 12. I don't really like the matchup here, chat, but I'll tell you this, 2.5 steals for Dyson Daniels, 1.5 steals Gabi. I'm 100% taking a shot on this man's steals. Now, I know Giddy didn't get his steals yesterday. He didn't even have one steal, which is just cinema. But Dyson Daniels is a different breed. All he does is steal the ball. So I am going to for sure take a shot. We're going to look at his steals and his RA. Let's take a moment and let's look at it. Right out of the gate, we can price shop him and you can see there's no real value. Everything is 50-50. 9.5. We're not paying juice on the over or the under. We're pretty much just paying the standard VIG, except on his PRA. Pinnacle has it at -120. That's all right, but his RA and his steals is actually kind of like juiced under -122, but whatever. I honestly think that it's worth a shot. Let's take a look. Okay, we're gonna use Pick Finder. Okay, and take a look. Dyson Daniels, 2.5 steals. He's averaging 3 in his last 10. Last 500%. Last 10 70%. Last 15 66%. But the head-to-heads 22%. But he's hit 6 straight and he's hit 57% on the season. They've played 9 times against Houston, but the last time he played them currently was January 28th and he had 4. Okay, and we can see who was on the court. Looks like the Hawks were completely healthy for the most part. And then the other side, Amen Thompson, Dillon Brooks, Sengun, Fred VanVleet, Jalen Green, Cam Whitmore, and Deshaun Tate. So all the usual suspects. So guess what, chat? I'm gonna take a shot on him getting 2.5 steals. Yeah, why not? Look at the last 15. Remember, when you look at the last 15, you want to look at range of outcomes. So you can see his floor is pretty much 2 because he's only gotten 1. So that's an outlier game. His floor is 2. His ceiling is 4. His true ceiling is 4. We need 3. I'm going to take a shot on it. And then let's take a look at his RA. First, let's look at similar players. Only 4 of 37 have hit the over on getting steals in this matchup. But again, it's very hard for someone to get 3 steals, guys. But look, you can see Nembhard, Cason Wallace, Keon Ellis. These guys, Keon Ellis, great defender. Wallace, great defender. Andrew Nembhard, great defender. And they're getting the steal. So I think that is something to look at. We know Dyson Daniels is a beast on the defensive front. Period. Now let's take a look at his RA right now. Look at this. Look at his range of outcomes. In the last 10, 70%. Last 15, 73% hit rate. In 2025, he's gone over 53% of the time. Similar players hitting 9 of 37. Not too good, but Jamal Murray did it 2 days ago. Klay Thompson did it 11 days ago. Devin Booker came close. Andrew Nembhard got it. Zach LaVine got it. Stephon Castle got it. I mean, I really do think he can get this here. And if you look at the last time, again, on January 28th, the only data we have that's anywhere near current, he got 10 rebounds and 6 assists in a low-scoring game. So I am going to take my shot on Dyson Daniels, guys. Either his RA, I mean, this Goblin steals is good because his floor should be 2. So either the steals or you could take the RA. If he sells, you just kind of have to chalk it up to be like he sells. Now, the 1v1 would be with Dillon Brooks, whatever you take there. And if you don't want to take Dillon Brooks, guys, you could look at Amen Thompson. Okay, Amen Thompson's in the mix here with his, his PRA is always in the mix. His PRA Goblin is for sure in the mix. And then obviously the brain dead obvious play, Jalen Green, which is why he's very, very popular today. You could just go there if you want. Okay, but for me, I went Brooks and Daniels. So we got Butler, Brooke, Daniels, and now we're going to talk about the 4th play. But before I do, remember I showed you guys all the green beans, the 5-hour live stream yesterday. Now, normally the live streams are only an hour to 2 hours, usually 2 hours, to be honest. There's just green beans everywhere. Look at Ty London with the 285. Preacher even cash. You know it's a good day when Preacher cashes. But folks, the live stream is where the magic is made. Not every day, because no one can cash every day no matter how good you are. But I do my best. I give my best effort. CaptainCrush.net, scroll down, gold package. There is that promo for you guys. If you would have taken advantage of the promo yesterday, you would have literally made your coin back in spades. You'd be free rolling the rest of the year. Okay, like literally, you would have made over $200 minimum if you used the unit sizing and everything that we talked about yesterday. So the gold package, $24.99. Okay, the promo is MLB, all caps, I believe. Yes, and new members will get their first month for $15. If you get the 6 months, you get 6 months for the price of 5. But this is for new members. I'm not like all these other Discords. Just, oh, sign up for my Discord, I give you picks and disappear. Guys, I am active in my Discord 24/7 for the most part, unless I'm out of town dealing with a family emergency or something. But I give 110%, and I don't just give picks. I do the live streams 5 days a week, and in addition to that, guys, I give you these projection sheets that look just like this. Player name, points, rebound, steals, assist. I give you the fantasy projection sheets. I give you my plays, slips, my community role members, guys like Gold Locks. Gold Locks posted, look at this. Gold posted this lineup yesterday under the roll member slips, which are the only certain members have access to post there. He took the Giddey play, the Edwards play, and a couple of his own. He took the Kevin Durant play, which was the boost. He took these 3 from the YouTube, added the 3 he liked, and cooked a 6-man banger. Goal made so much cash yesterday. He bought me Starbies today. Oh yeah, Goal bought Captain Crush Starbies today with the quick 20 piece to the Cash App. You love to see it. So make sure you guys lock in. The cord is full of value, guys. So promo code MLB, and I'll see you guys at 5:30 Central today. I will be on time. So should you. We are going to cook. It is Taco Tuesday. Now let's wrap this thing up and talk about the final play. I'm actually going to give you a quick, I'm going to talk about the other play I wanted to talk about, but I'm also going to talk about 3 others real quick. It's going to be real fast. No, okay. Memphis has a lot of players out, a lot of players questionable, a lot of players out. If everything breaks our way, Santi Aldama 14 points, period. I'm not going to go into a deep historical data analysis on this one because I don't have the time. I don't want this video to go too long, but Santi Aldama 14 points, couple of quick points. 1, you have push equity. 2, we're going to check the projection model. He projects for 16.8, almost 17 points, a 3-point differential. We have to take a shot on it, guys. So that one right there, that one, and then Dinwiddie, which this is gross. I concede that point, but this could also be a 1v1. Yesterday, I took his assist. I also took a shot on Anthony Davis yesterday in the live stream. I told him it's not for the faint of heart. If you're scared, fade it. But look at this. 12-7, 12-7. Dinwiddie's just been dishing dimes lately, and I'm going to continue to ride this train until I'm forced off. So Spencer Dinwiddie, 5.5 assists. No pause required. We'll look at it real quick. Spencer Dinwiddie, 5.5 assists. He's averaging 6, 80%, 60%, 42% head-to-heads. But look at the similar players. Only 13 of 32, but look at who it was. Jordan Poole, AJ Johnson. But look, LaMelo Ball, Chris Paul, hit, Curry hit, Luka hit, James Harden, guys that are going to facilitate have been hitting, and Dinwiddie is one of those guys that is going to facilitate. You can see he's only played them once this season, and that was way back when, and he had 9. So I do believe at 5.5 we do have some equity there. You can see the defense, assists allowed, they're ranked 14th, averaging 8 versus position. They're also giving up points. I'm going to take a shot on it, guys. It's not the sexiest play. We'll check the projection and the data, the price shop it real quick. First, let's price shop it. Ooh, it's actually in our favor. -130, -130. Okay, so this is probably going to get bumped, okay, to 6 probably. And then I have him going for 5.9. So pretty much 6. We'll call it 6. So it's going to be sweaty, but I did want to talk about him. And then there's one last play that I wanted to talk about, and that is the San Antonio Spurs. You have 2 options. You have Vassell. You could take his PRA or just his flat points, or you could take Castle. Either one of these guys. I'm not 100% decided on which one I'm going to take. I'll probably be definitely having exposure to Castle's 1.5 3-pointers made, and then maybe some Vassell. We'll have to wait for the live stream. Guys, that's it for today. That's all I got for you. Listen, I asked yesterday, no one hit me up. Guys, I need a video editor that can edit short videos, like make the 60-second TikTok and YouTube shorts, the bangers. If that's you, hit me up on my email. You get my email via my website, CaptainCrush.net. Sign up with any of my partners, and you get free 30 days of the Discord, okay? That's Underdog, ParlayPlay, Sleeper, Chalkboard, Better, Pick 6, all of them. DG Fantasy, code CRUSH for 25% off, and then Pick Finder, code CRUSH for 10% off for life. This is worth its weight in gold. I will see you guys in the live stream today at 5:30 Central. Here's the salute. Good luck in all your contests. And as always, my brothers and sisters in Christ, let's crush.